Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Lau and yeah, I'm a vintage toy collector. It's the time of the year again. No, not Christmas, hopefully. That's still a long way to go. No, but for my collection tour, for my updated collection tour video, which I'm kind of making like every half year. So like last one was again in August, and then I try to do it like always August and February. Well, it's already March, but like I didn't like really feel like that I had everything ready to where I wanted to show it to you like a couple of weeks ago in February. So, and I have a week off, so I figured I get my collection ready for you, and we will spend some time together because these videos tend to get pretty long, and I will show you around. Yeah, if you have not like watched a lot of videos on my channel, quick like recap of my like collection. Yeah, I'm living by myself in a 2-room apartment, and I take both of these rooms for living, for working, for sleeping, and for my collection. So I'm living in my collection, so to say. Most of my stuff is here in my living room. A couple of things are in my bedroom where something also has changed. I'm mainly collecting vintage like girl toys from the 80s and 90s. So I have My Little Ponies, I have Polly Pockets, Barbies from that era, Lovelylocks, and a couple of other toy lines. So there's just a tiny bit of modern, and there's also just a tiny bit of more of the, you know, the toys marketed towards boys in my collection. My last collection tour video was super long. Another thing which I thought of would be a good idea is to make a separate collection video for my Barbies. That was requested, and in my Q&A I actually said, not really sure if I want to do that, because I don't know, I always explain everything in my general collection tour videos. But if I go not very much into detail with my Barbies in this video, you will still see them, but yeah. But if I do that in a separate video, then I can maybe cut the time a little bit from there. And another thought that I had, like trying to explain a couple of things beforehand here. I have like at least like a couple of flea market hunt videos already like recorded and everything. But have not like posted them yet. They're not edited yet, etc. But those things that I found at the flea markets are also already in the collection somewhere. First I thought, should I take them out so it's not kind of a spoiler if you see them in my collection tour video first. But I thought it's stupid. I want to show you the collection as it is right now. So whenever you see or I point out a new toy in there and I say, well, I actually found that at a flea market, but you've not seen that video, I mean, that's what it is. Then you are spoiled already for some of my other videos. And we're getting closer to all of my shelves now. Have fun, and it will still be a long video, I'm sure. So the general setup definitely has not changed. I still have, like, you know, the Billy bookcases, the 2 shelves with the glass fronts in the middle, this little luck shelf, so mostly my stuff is from IKEA, and these 2 corner shelves, and the big wall, so to say, with all of my ponies in there is here, my dream castle, and with the G4 and 3 ponies on the side, and then I have stuff in my bedroom. So I have something added in my bedroom and 1 shelf added here, which you have not seen. I mean, I can quickly show you, it's there. We will get to that. But I think we start in a corner where we started the last video as well, which is over here. So yeah, my couch is still here, my TV and all of that. And well, let's actually start on my couch directly, because there are a couple of things not really changed, because I already had plushies there, but I just had Baby Sinclair and some of the puppy surprise ones. Now I have more. Whenever I get a new plushie that I cannot fit anywhere else, because it's too big, it kind of lands on my couch now. So I have my bigger doodle bear here. I have all of the puppy and or other surprise pets here. One of the, like, my only magic nursery pet, and then the Brush of Loves. So I know I kind of feel like a old grandma with, you know, teddy bears on the couch, but it's actually a good spot for them, because they just, I mean, it doesn't matter if sometimes they lay like this or whatever. So it's kind of a good place to put plushies on a couch, to be honest, because with those, it doesn't matter if they fall over or something like that. So I just leave it there. Yeah. I still have the air mattress here. I know it again is not inflated, it's deflated, but it really deflates super fast. That's why I'm not kind of inflating it every couple of days. I just leave it like this. And in the last video I said I might not leave it up for the whole winter, but I kind of got used to it. It's so nice and pink there, so I just leave it there. It's a vintage original My Little Pony, or Mon Petit Poney, so it came from France to me, like an air mattress. That hasn't changed, and also the setup in these shelves has not really changed. Yeah, I have my Keypers in this top one, and a couple of other things. At the top there's still my Keypers ponies. It has changed a little bit because I have now only 2 of, like, diamond, so the normal one, this one and this one there. One of them I have already given away, and I have added this one. If you remember, Cotton Candy Kittens found it at the flea market, and then she said, no, I actually do have it, you can have it. Oh my gosh. And then the Lucky Bell pony, which is not a keeper. It kind of uses the keeper mold, but also not completely. Yeah, I love that. Want to add more to this shelf for sure. Then not really a lot has changed. I think I've added this little baby keeper, and all the rest stay the same. This pony used to be here, but I've added my Peppermint Rose in there. Yeah, she's a doll line that's similar to Barbie, but she's more on the skipper body, so she's smaller, and she doesn't really fit with my Barbies. I don't know, that's why I've given her the space next to my other Keepers. I think the Keeper's baby pony used to be on top, so a couple of things have changed, but in general it is still adult and baby Keepers with some finders mingled together a little bit by color, because this is a little bit pink and purple, and this is more like all the other colors, and the horses on top. And also these have not really changed. I mean, they have, you will see, but in general it is still one of these miscellaneous shelves. I have a couple of original G1 My Little Ponies there. I have one of the Magic Meadow ponies or horses. This super cute pocket popple. Well, this is a pocket popple, but this is like a pocket or a bag that's like a popple. This one has gone in there because it matches the color really well. Yeah, I have like a snuggle pad there, like one of the boxed Littlest Pet Shop sets, and a couple of Fakie ponies, and in between the McDonald's Barbies. Here's more of the blue toys. So also again, one original My Little Pony, and then a couple of other things. Some Barbie, like the McDonald's Barbies, and a couple of Care Bears items, another Magic Meadow horse, and another Littlest Pet Shop set in the back. Here's actually the space. Okay, I will take this one out, you can see better, where I put one of the, carded Fakie sets that I found last autumn. And I think this is a good place because you can see the super cute artwork there. I mean, the ponies themselves are not that special. They are the super cheap Remco Fakies. I mean, they're not by Remco, they're Fakies of Remco Fakies. But like this card artwork is so cute, that's why. I think it's a nice space there. I have my little Lilymon Digimon there, and one of the Little Secrets. And this mermaid that has the same face mold as the Cherry Mary Muffins. So it is mainly the same. Here, this has changed a little bit. I still have all of my things from Strawberry Shortcake in the front. I have a couple of more dolls now, and I have added to my Care Bears collection. So I have a couple of Care Bears. I only want to collect the vinyl small Care Bears, not the plushes. Found one of the little miniature Strawberry Shortcakes at the flea market. You have not seen that one yet. And I have actually added some of the other miscellaneous things in the back, because this one used to be where my Moon Dreamers were located, but I never really fully was on board with having them next to the Strawberry Shortcakes because they have a completely different vibe. The Strawberry Shortcakes and the Care Bears, they have strong, bold, vivid colors, some even primary colors, and then the Moon Dreamers were like really ethereal, or really like super pastel and spacey and whatever, so it didn't really look good. So I just added a couple of my Funko Pops that are based on vintage toys, like Rainbow Bright or the Popple, a couple of modern Monchichi, one old Monchichi. So this is also not really super good, but I like the colors better together, like on this shelf now. Yeah. Okay, switching over to the right, also the setup is kind of still the same. So the top here is Barbies. If we go to the left, there are my G2 ponies, my Cherry Mary Muffins, the Fakie shelf, the She-Ra and Golden Girl shelf, and I have just kind of added and rearranged a couple of things, because when we start at the very top, then there's more Barbies now. I actually did not want this to happen, to have like an overflow of Barbies at the top, because I think in the last video, in the last collection tour video, this shelf was even not really full of Barbies. But I can only say it again, Barbies at flea markets, it's so easy to pick up a lot in a very short time. Especially the 80s and 90s girls that I collect. And it kind of just happened. I put a couple of them here, a couple more. They all had this kind of light pink color. and then I just went with it. So in the corner I have the Barbie case. So the Superstar Barbie case that I found at the flea market, full of Barbie fashions. It's now empty because I have my Barbie fashions somewhere else, but it's a nice display piece, and one of the Barbies is even sitting there. So one Barbie that I want to point out especially here is Sparkle Eye Barbie. If you're following me on my Instagram, you have already seen her probably in my story, but finally I have like made her dress because it was looking awful, and you know, I sewed it myself new. I just kept all of the trims. So this is the original trim. There's also the original Velcro on the back and everything, and I made a new one with a new shiny silver fabric, but all the rest is original. Also the straps and everything, and now she's at least presentable in my collection. Yeah, I have kind of grouped them now together, all the ones with the light pink dresses, and a couple of other colors as well. To be honest, the collector doll in the back with the green dress, although she is stunning, doesn't really fit there because, I mean, she doesn't match the color that well. I don't know, maybe she will go somewhere else at one point. I don't know, but yeah, that's it for this top shelf. As I said, I will make another dedicated Barbie collection tour video. If we go down one row, and we're keeping with Barbies, as you can see, but also there's a G2 pony. If you remember, I got this set in one of my Vlogmas videos from my friend Mikuru, and I said, oh, that's cool, I can start a new G2 shelf. So I put it here, but since then I have not added any G2 ponies to my collection. Hence why I decided to put Skippers there. Because you have to know that these luck shelves, so this is Luck from IKEA, this is Billy from IKEA. You cannot like change the height in between, you know, the in between the compartments. It's not high enough to fit Barbies. You cannot fit Barbies. The only ones that you can stand up there would be Skippers or other small dolls. That's why I decided I put some of my Skippers there. And what you have to know about my Barbie collection is that I get most of my Barbies from flea markets. So most of them come without fashion pieces, just with a couple of fashion pieces, or in my collection are now also wearing different fashion pieces. So not always it's the correct doll for the correct outfit in my collection. But that's the fun of it. Barbie is all about fashion play for me, so I have no issue with that. Yeah. Should we go Barbie or should we go down? I think we should still go Barbie and then go to the other shelves. Here you have a nice look at this shelf, how it has evolved. I try to kind of match all of the girls on this shelf here in this compartment to be more of the 80s girls and like early 90s. Hasn't really worked out that well because I also have like Hollywood hair in there, which is more like early to mid 90s. I don't know, it's like 93 or is it 93? I think 92, 93. And mostly all of the 80s girls, they have a different vibe about them than these neon bold colors here. But I don't know. So it also has not evolved as I wanted it because I have still some Barbies on other shelves down below. But I have like my oldest Barbies here, so these are from the 70s. Well, she's also from the 70s, but okay. And then some iconic Barbies, or at least iconic fashion pieces, because for example, let's not start a Dream Glow Barbie, but it's an 80s Barbie with a Dream Glow dress. And for example, this is also not a Day to Night Barbie, but it is a 80s Barbie with the Day to Night fashion. So at least that. And while we had here everything that's like light pink, here I tried to achieve more like 80s. And if we go over there, it's more of the very, very strong, bold vibrant, like neon colors from the 90s. So this is more 90s here. This kind of stayed almost the same, I think. I just added a lot of dolls. So it has my, you know, working out and the gymnast style Barbies. It has all of my mermaids. In the front, mostly, they're sitting a couple of, you know, more the summery girls with the short dresses that, I don't know, it makes sense to sit them down. Totally hair? Well, not really. This is not even totally hair Kenna. This is not totally hair Barbie, but they're wearing the fashion pieces, you know. My moving grooving Teresa there. And yeah, in the back you cannot see all of them super well. Some of the Kiras there. But I think Barbie is still incredibly hard for me to display. I always tend to you know, I like these shelves more where I have small things and then some things that I can put in between, or like ponies that all have kind of these sizes where you can kind of put them also on top of each other. With these long, slender dolls, it's always difficult to me where to put them. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So this is the colorful 90s Barbie shelf. Okay, now I'm up. Yeah, this area actually I have a plan for, and it will involve more G1 My Little Pony play sets. So this has to go somewhere else. It is also just an interim solution because I have a couple of Barbies that I can just not really fit anywhere in my collection. Some of them I just have not really found a good space, so they might go in storage. Not this one. This is my only boxed Barbie set because, as you might guess from my collection, I'm not a boxed collector at all in no toy line. I'm not planning on getting a lot of, you know, carded or boxed things. Play sets is a little bit of a different thing, but like Barbies, ponies, Polly Pockets, no. Don't need anything like on card or in box. But this one, it looks so beautifully like displayed, the Sharon Sisters set, so I probably have to move this one kind of over there somewhere. I don't know, it will destroy a little bit the color scheme, but and then a couple of these dolls have to go somewhere else, maybe even just in storage. I don't know yet. For now it's okay because I don't have the things, like at least I don't have them unboxed yet in front of the camera. That should go there. So let's see how it evolves. And my Barbie clothes are actually down here in these white drawers. Yeah, at first I just had these two, but from my last IKEA trip I bought like two more because they're getting full. So just a small look into them, because I think I probably will show you them a little bit more in detail in the actual Barbie collection tour video. And here's also another thing, my old Barbie like case. which is filled with some dolls that I have in storage. Yeah. Whoop, what's over here? Yeah, I have a couple of My Little Pony pictures or drawings or posters in these wonderful pastel frames. None of them is like new, but they were not directly in this space before, because the three, you know, ones from Premium Promise, their artwork, art prints, and also two originals from an artist, Premium Promise, they were over there where I have actually a new shelf now, and that's why I put them here. And I did not have them in these pastel colored frames before. I mean, I had them in these frames, but I did not have them like colored, no, like this. So I made this myself. So I just painted them in acrylic, nice pastel colors, because this is a poster from an old German My Little Pony magazine, and yeah, I have it in a similar frame, so that's why I did that. I really, really love them. This is one of the German princess ponies. This is me. She painted this for me. It's just a really beautiful artwork of, you know, the show stable with a lot of G1 ponies. It's so happy, and I also obviously love this one. Okay, I'm back here, and if we go down in this shelf, like these cabinets have almost really entirely stayed the same. I have added ponies here, but it's still these two cabinets full of G2, so the second generation of My Little Pony toys. This one I do love because it's so colorful. Yeah, I have added a couple of ponies from the second generation since the last toy room tour, but still they're not so new. I have them from the trade with Cotton Candy Kittens, the toy swap that we did. And I mean, here it is, my rarest G2 My Little Pony, the blue-haired Ivy, that nobody of us knew that it was such a rare pony when we traded it. I'm just so lucky that this ended up with me. Yeah, and down below, I again, it is, I think this one really hasn't changed, my Cherry Mary Muffins. Can we get maybe a little bit more light? Yeah. They're kind of hidden there, at least the last row, but yeah, I think the only thing that has changed is that I have now the apron for the little blue girl in the middle, which the name is kind of escaping me, but other than that, I haven't added any Cherry Mary Muffins in ages, which is really sad because I really love that toy line, but mainly you just find the girls from the first wave, and even from the second wave, which was still sold here. It's difficult to find, and I don't know, I'm just not willing to pay so much money. Yeah. Then, of course, as here's my couch, a couple of the shelves or the compartments in the shelves are a little bit hidden, especially this one down below where I just have my folders with my G1 My Little Pony magazines and a Peppermint Rose book. And even this one is pretty hidden. Okay, just trying to get it a little bit lighter here. It has my Pokemon camera, like everything concerning Pokemon and Digimon, the Digivices, and this super cool looking, but not in a working condition anymore, this Walkman. Yeah, I got it and was still listening to cassette tapes like 2 years ago or a year ago or something, but it has broken since then. And I have now my third Walkman in usage right now, because another one has broken also again. But I have decided to put my little Petra family here. They are Barbie size, you know, they could fit in with the Barbies, but I already have issues with my Barbie space. That's why I divided them out of there. They used to be there actually, but I don't know, I think the colorful, you know, the colorful, what's her name? Stacy. And the Skippers there, they're kind of, I like them more in this upper shelf than these here, but I don't know, I hope to keep them here in this nice little spot. So Petra, Fred and Peggy from the Petra line, which this is my childhood Petra. My actual childhood Petra. So I had her, I played with this doll when I was little. I think we're staying at the bottom here. You can see that this is all She-Ra and Golden Girl, and this also has not changed. So I cannot really tell you a lot about this. If you've watched the other video, then you know. She-Ra is pretty expensive. I don't really buy it very often. I actually never find anything at flea markets, except for this. I found this Mermista tail, but I haven't found Mermista yet. So all of these dolls still are from this one or these 2 or 3 lots that I got online. I think I make it a little bit... Yeah, that's better. Darker again. I love the horses. I love Claudine the lion, and here are all of the crystal horses. A couple of the dolls are a little bit more complete than the others, like Flutterina or Sweet Bee. Some of them are really incomplete when they have nothing, like this Perfuma. But yeah, I'm just so happy that I had the opportunity to have this one huge She-Ra lot from the US, and since then, yeah, I haven't really added any dolls. I also have the Golden Girl figures here, so this dark horse with this girl and her, this one, and then a couple of them that are in the back there. They are a little bit bigger than the She-Ra figures, but they are kind of the same like style. They're just from a different toy line, from a different toy manufacturer. So they were made by Galoop back then in the 80s. And I really still love this shelf, but I'm also just happy with it. I don't need to change a lot about it. If I would be able to add a couple of She-Ra things here or there, that would be great. But I'm not like super on the hunt for She-Ra right now. Except I would really like to have Mermista, so I could put her in this tail. Well, and what could even be down below, underneath She-Ra? Yeah, this is also still the spot where I have my Littlest Pet Shop, kind of Littlest Pet Shop collection. I have, since the last time you've seen it, given a couple of things away, traded. Not just things that I have double, but in general that I had. Because, I don't know, Littlest Pet Shop, as cute as they are, and especially with the horses, I remember them from my childhood. I have my 2 or a couple of the Littlest Pet Shop from my childhood in box, but all the rest, it's nice, but if someone would want it, I would happily give it away. So that's why it's super hidden in here. Some of the bigger sets, like these, you know, mountainish, bit bigger play sets, I have already traded away. I still have the SeaWorld set here. That's, I think, almost, or it is actually complete. Well, there's one of them missing. These funny hopping frogs, for example. A couple of these zoo sets. And then, you know, the only ones that I would still like to collect, and I mean, if I would find more at flea markets, I would always pick up vintage Littlest Pet Shops, but you know, the ones I most like are the horses. So yeah, I'm a horse girl, what should I say? Oh well, this thing is actually, it belongs to a toy line called, what's it called? Princess of the Flowers. There's a little like miniature playset in there, a little bit like Polly Pocket, but I never know where to put it. Sometimes it's within my Polly Pocket collection, sometimes it's somewhere completely different. Right now I put it with the Littlest Pet Shops. But yeah, the Littlest Pet Shops are kind of my least favorite toy line of the ones that I have in my collection. Yeah, but here, this one is so happy. I still love this shelf so much. It is so colorful. I have to repeat myself, not a lot has changed, but a couple of things. The general idea is still the same. I have most of my, Fakie toys that are, Fakie ponies, Fakie elephants, some Fakie doggies, stuff like that on this shelf, but kind of all is really matches really well together because of the color scheme. So it is kind of a neon rainbow color scheme. I have this, for example, there's a pony here, so it's a lot of toy lines scattered together, but they all kind of go together because of the color scheme, mostly because of this really vibrant neon pink. There's another Petra doll, so this is another Peggy. She glows in the dark, same as this little baby. Yeah, I have now a Petra baby. I found it at a flea market. The video is not up yet. A cupcake cafe that goes to miniature Cherry Murray muffins, actually. And then these little donkey fakies here, a full rainbow of them. They are kind of my favorite fakie to collect. They do also glow in the dark. Not all of them. The ones at the very right hand side and left hand side do not glow in the dark, but all of these other ones, and also these elephants, apart from the white one, all glow in the dark. Then I have a Fakie glowworm and a real glow friend there. I have added this cupcake doll. She's also a new addition to my collection. You've not seen her on the channel yet, but you will see her in a future toy hunting video. I have taken out a little bit of stuff here and added it somewhere else. You will see it, but I think the color scheme has gotten even better because there's not really any purple, because at this height they used to be a little bit more purple. I have my only Gem the Holograms doll there, one of these fake dinosaur figures, and these are not fake. My super small collection of Piccolo or Petite ponies, one of them is still here because the colors of this HQ G1 Custom and this go so well together. And yeah, oh my goodness, Poochie is also here. Also kind of a small collection of these butterfly hair clips, which mostly came with, the Fakie elephants. Oh, by the way, one of those Fakie elephants on card. Of that, yeah, not a lot has changed as well. I still have this little staircase of little pretty kitties and little pretty puppies and fairy tale bird and birds, so plural, still the three of them, and a couple of the fakies of them. So this top row is fakies of these toy lines, but these kitties here are mainly all from the little pretty toy line. And yeah, I've added two of them. So this little pink one there, and this yellow puppy there. They have joined, and there's still a lot of space, but these are really hard to find over here. So this is the collection that unfortunately is not growing as fast as I wish it would. Here are the two Barbies that I was talking about that are still not in that dedicated Barbie shelf. And I don't know, I think they would not so much go into there because they are mid-90s and I try to make this a little bit more, you know, 80s. But the Zaubervogel Barbie or Songbird Barbie and Teresa. You might just remember me having Teresa. Yeah, flea market find. It's not the correct doll, but it's the Songbird Barbie dress. So I'm not going too deep into those because A, Barbie, and B, flea market find. I have added Lily Lively here. Does she actually still work? Yeah, she does. She used to be down there. That's what I meant with there was a lot of purple, which didn't really go with the colors of that shelf. As I have like taken out the Sky Dancers here and added them to another shelf, there was just a big old empty space. And I thought Lily Lively, so she is a G3 My Little Pony with a humongous big cape, can go there. There's another G3 My Little Pony little patch. And the other, you know, Fakie on card thing has gone there. So I've not unboxed them or uncarded or whatever you would call that, of these little, you know, cats, which they would obviously really go well into that collection. But they're on card and there's enough space on this side here, so why not just keep them there. Lady Lovelylocks puzzle in the back because I never know where to put it. And then another shelf where I have to repeat myself. Nothing has changed. I mean, I think I've added the little Popple figurine here because the color scheme matches really well, but it is still a mashup of different toy lines, mostly cupcake doll play sets, and all kind of gathered together because of the color scheme and the theming. So it's mostly, you know, cakes and, you know, the could be a birthday cake, so it could be wedding cake, so it's like birthday wedding themed. All of my wedding themed things like the bride pony, some cakes, some bridal cakes for Barbie and the pony. There's a cupcakes doll that has a wedding theme, so she's a bride, stuff like that. So this is all on this shelf. And also my Simba just married Fakie pony. She is obviously a Fakie of this one because this is the original pony bride, and Simba Toys just thought like, well, we can do that as well. She used to play music and I found her like this at a flea market, but she has been there. There's still an open space here, but I don't mind. It kind of balances out that there's so much on this side, and I have sometimes added things here and then I have gone out of this collection again. So I don't know, I'm not sure if did I have the wee little Miss there already? Probably not. She has just gone in there because she's wearing this pink top. And yeah, I've added the Bratz pony just for the color scheme. Yeah, okay, so let's go now to the middle part on this wall and start right at the top where I have a couple of my G1 My Little Ponies, specifically all of my Windy Wings and Summer Wings, so the Winger ponies that, you know, have these butterfly wings. They're standing on top of this My Little Pony G1 carry-on case. So you could open this one up and put ponies in there and carry it around. There is glow-in-the-dark Fakie with butterfly wings made by my friend Tommy. Also the package is made by him, so this is entirely like customized by him. This is amazing. It's still one of my favorite spots in my collection. I just love how these butterfly girls are on this little tree, so to say, over there. And it's nothing but G1 My Little Pony goodness. I have added some My Little Pony playsets here. So I have the purple version of the carrying of the pretty parlor here. You see, it is now fully restored to its original color because, you know, this was super dirty. I got it for €5 online, but it was super like dirty and discolored. So a lot of the purple was just brown. It's otherwise in pretty okay condition. The sticker there, you can open it up. It has the door. But yeah, I think it looks amazing in between there. Here is the Poof and Puff Perfume Palace. Still no accessories, but I have things in there now because whenever I have G1 accessories that I don't know where to put them because they don't go especially with the pony or there are not combs and brushes, I put them now in there. So I have a couple of the, you know, accessories for the pony school in there, or the pony kitchen, or well, actually I think this even goes to the Baby Bonnet School of Dance, I'm not sure, or to something else. Oh no, I think to the perm shop, maybe to the perm shop. There's also stuff in there, so this is kind of no storage area for G1 accessories. And yeah, I have added the Baby Bonnet School of Dance there. Such a cute playset with a matching pony. Yeah, I want to have, as I already explained concerning the Barbies, more pony playsets and stuff that's bigger concerning ponies over here. So it will all be like a big G1 My Little Pony area. And if we go one step down below, I have more G1 My Little Pony goodness. Here is the waterfall playset. I'm still missing duck soup, the little duck that goes to the pony, to Sprinkles. And I have everything I have concerning sea ponies there, and the little woolly pony, and this little pony accessory jewelry case, and my two G1 My Little Pony puzzles. I would actually like to collect more of the puzzles because the artwork is to die for, but I don't know where to put them. I mean, I could put them way down below somewhere, but then you would not be able to see them, so I could just kind of store them there. I've not decided if I want to get more into puzzles. Yeah, this shelf, I mean, it has glass doors. You can see it, but I'm always opening them up for you to don't have the, you know, reflection of the light. So I'm opening it up. Usually it's obviously closed. And also here the general setup is the same. I have the rainbow curl ponies there. I have the sparkle ponies there. Then the Starlight baby ponies and the sparkle baby ponies. School time, not school time, playtime, play school baby ponies. And now the baby pony and pretty pals, all complete, all 4 sets, because I added this one since the last collection tour. Yeah. On top of that, on the left side, my princess ponies. Don't think that I have added the princess ponies for half a year, so it looks the same. Or maybe not, because I've definitely added these two. I've now 2 of the bush woolies, which are the companions that came with the princess ponies in the US. So not in Europe. In Germany we didn't have any companions. In the UK they got a little dragon, but in the US they got these bush woolies together with the princess ponies. I have 2 of them now. And the accessories of the princess ponies I kind of store with them. The ones where I have the hats, they're wearing the hats, and I have the, you know, the wands with them, etc. Then I still have not completed this set. This is the candy cane ponies, candy cane curl ponies, newborns. And here, oops, can the tail go away so we can see better all of my pony friends. This is like one of my favorite parts of my collection because these are so adorable and I love them so much. I have the first set of pony friends complete, and I have already 2 of the second set because I have added Cutiesaurus for my last birthday, and I have gotten Edgar for Christmas from one of my subscribers. Like, oh, I'm so happy. I have displayed them kind of by size, you can see. Oh, actually, then she should go there. How do we do that? Maybe Creamsicle's better over there. Cutiesaurus. Haha. Yeah, I think I like this even better because now they're really like like orgelpfeifen. I don't know, organ pipes. Small to big. They are so adorable. I mean, if you can get your hands on them, even if you're not a hardcore My Little Pony collector, they are so cute. The sculpts and the faces and like, oh, I mean, just look at them. Yeah, let's go over here. I had to squish my Princess Brush and Grow ponies a little bit to the side because I have added one more Big Brother and I have all of the Big Brother ponies that I own here. Maybe it's worth, getting him out for this occasion because this is Slugger. When I got him, my friend Sato brought him from Japan to me, and he had a really discolored head, and yeah, I tried to bleach the body, but the body was the correct color. What was discolored was the head, and it was light. It was a light pink, and you cannot get like light pink to dark again with, you know, Salon 40 cream or hydrogen peroxide or something. So the only thing I could do is kind of color the head. So I like painted over it. It's all acrylic paint. Tried to keep the eyes and everything and not color too much of, you know, the hairline or anything. And it's not super good, but it's the best I could do. And I mean, he looks stunning like this. His hair is like, again, in a good condition now. It was like completely destroyed. His tail was horrible. I can link the video here where you see him before. So, but that's why I had to squish the Princess Brush and Grows a little bit to the side to have one more space for another Big Brother pony. Yeah, the boys. In the front, they are the ballerina ponies. Maybe I just do it like this. And the adult ballerina, 2 of them are on top there. I thought about getting the baby ballerinas out here and putting them with the Baby Bonnet School of Dance. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I've just not done it yet. Maybe then I would have more space for other baby ponies there. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I will do that right after I film the video. No idea. Yeah. underneath I still have these two glass containers, glass bowls, where I have my comb and toy brush collection. This one only Generation 1 My Little Pony, and this one everything else. I currently have a G3 and some other G4 pony things kind of in storage. I'm planning to get like at least 2 more of these. They will fit there. Then I can have a better, like, you know, kind of, I can divide them better. Oh no, there's actually still a G2 one in there. I can see it. Anyways, you requested that this will be an additional like video. I have not like gotten around to do it, but I promise I will just rummage through my brush and comb collection, and that will be a separate video. I have one of the Fashion Star fillies that I have here. She doesn't have any hair, and I don't know how to rehair those kind of horses. That's why she kind of wanders around. I never really know where to put her, because she's actually not display ready, but I also don't want to not display her. I don't know, that's why she's here right now. If we go down, I have my like family pony shelf that, again, it hasn't really changed. I have added this, you know, My Little Pony pack that I got myself for Christmas here. So it's a carded pony item with just pony fashion on it. So, as I said, not really into carded things, but like if it's just fashion and the back card is really cute, yeah, I like to have it. Like this shelf has the Lullaby Nursery, so that's one of the big My Little Pony play sets, and I use it as a kind of shelf riser to store all, or at least a lot of my baby ponies. Still, the main compartment mostly has the newborn twin sets. I have added this set. I did not have this yet, but all of the others, Drink and Wet baby ponies, some of the Euro or German, more like rare or sought after baby ponies here. Also this baby Billy in the back there. Still the 2 that I have from the Rainbow baby ponies. In the front, the family ponies, so the ones that come with the daddy and mommy and sister and brother. And also the single, like mommy and baby versions, like baby hopscotch and mommy and baby surprise, etc. There. I think this has also not changed. Some of the single newborns that actually are twins, but I don't have the twin to them. Some of the Activity Club baby ponies, some mail orders, and another family pony set. This is also from a family pony set. I just have this one. It's from the second set, and they are pretty rare and hard to find and expensive. That's why I only have one of them. These cool, very different hair colors. Then my Lickety Split family, and yeah, you know that if you're going down, there's more pony goodness. I'm not exactly sure what really was on display last time around. Brush and Grow ponies in the front here. A couple of others, like for example, Magic Star Deflocked, the American version. This is the Euro version of Magic Star, so they're in 2 different poses. Then I have my sitting ponies here, Bubbles, Seashell, right in the middle. I mean, it's a little bit difficult to show them because of these kind of doors. They are, yeah, like this. Right in the middle, some of my absolute favorites. So like from the second set of the Twice as Fancies, Yum Yum, Night Glider, and Merryweather. I'm blanking on the name. I don't know what's her name right now. But, and the 2 Sundances and Megans that I own. Princess with the eyelashes. Some of the Perfume Puff ponies. So this hasn't really changed. All of the scented ice cream ponies in German, Sunday Best ponies. And I have changed up a little bit because These ponies used to be like kind of away in one of these compartments there, but I wanted to see them again, so that's why I like changed it a little bit up and took the merry-go-round ponies to this position here where I'm able to see them really well. Yeah, I still have just the 4 European ones. There are 2 more of the set, but they were just released in the US, hence why I don't have them. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm not succeeding with going faster through the shelves. So let's go a little bit faster over the Polly Pocket shelves. I try to only point out when I have changed something. Here, you have seen when I found the soap dish, the Polly Pocket soap dish. It has found its place, or as I said in the video, life will find its way and Polly Pocket will find its way, or whatever. Here. That's a good space. I could like squeeze the other ones a little bit together to have space over here, and I really like it because the colors, especially with this one, go really well together, and they're kind of from the same era, like early Polly Pocket, because most of the stuff here is more like open play sets. A couple of the Disney ones, like the Winnie the Pooh one, Peter Pan, Pocahontas, and a couple of this big, and the one in the back is more from the 2000s. And if we go one shelf up, Magical Moving Polyville and more Polyville, which I'm not the biggest collector of. I only pick them up when I find them at flea markets. So mainly all of this is from flea markets, that you can see here. Yeah. One row above, I just have added a couple of compacts to like this riser here. So these are the nail polish risers that I love to use for the normal style and size compacts from Polly Pocket. There's only space for one more. Then the heart-shaped ones, and all of the luggage Polly Pocket. So the ones from the Vacation Fun set, the backpack. There's actually the ski. What is it? Ski Fun something, and I retrobrighted it. It's not 100% the super nice light bright purple, but it's almost back to its original color, and I'm happy with that. Flea market find, but not all of them, because most of the ones from the Vacation Fun set I got online. Yeah, one row above, more of these risers with the normal style compacts in there. All of the pet parades, and a couple of the ring compacts, flea market find, that you have not seen in a video yet. Yeah, and my favorite one in the middle, and then a little Polly Pocket Funko Pop. This is probably the busiest Polly Pocket shelf. But honestly, I have not added a lot of things on here. So we still have the Starshine Palace and the Bubble Bots and the little bit more rarer ones here. These are new. I just say flea market find. I have not showed the video yet. This I actually found again. It was in storage, and I didn't know where I put it, because when I actually picked it up at the flea market, I had no idea what it was. But now I know it actually goes to one of the Disney sets. There's a Minnie's house, and it comes with Daisy and Minnie and Pluto or whatever. and this is a present that goes to that one. Crazy that when I picked this up at the flea market, I was just, oh, that's nice for like a miniature, for a photo, for ponies or whatever. And then I like found out that it's actually a Polly Pocket thing. My Cinderella castle in the middle, the storybooks there, and yeah, more of the pet parade, the hats, and some smaller other compacts. And also, when I have lockets, they are all scattered all around. There's one locket, there's a locket, and there's a locket. Yeah, this is not a real Funko Pop, but it was also made by my friend Tommy, so he's really crafty. He made this pony Fakie in box, and he also made a Funko Pop of me, so to say. One of my absolute favorite shelves. It's in between the Polly Pockets and the Barbies that you've seen already, and it's completely dedicated to Lady Lovelylocks. And again, it hasn't really changed because I love it so much. What should I change? I mean, I added only very few items. I think I added this cat, which I didn't have before, but there's still enough space for these little things in between. And I added one doll, so the one in the back there, because I found her at the flea market. You have not seen that, but she's just a double, so she's not a new addition, so to say. Yeah, the only things that I want to collect, like actively for Lady Lovelylocks, because I don't have them, is actually the last kitty, because from these little palace pets or curly kittens, there's another one in orange or coral or whatever you want to call it, and there are these little dragons or the lily tops. They're super rare. They're actually more available in the US than here, but I would like to add those. And obviously if I find more dolls, but like I'm so happy with this shelf. Yeah, I have a couple of the world's smallest ponies, which are not Lady Lovelylocks, but I still have them on here, and one more Fashion Star filly right in the back. A lot of these dolls came with loose heads to me, but I always kind of refurbish them so that they can have like their head on their shoulders again. So like her, for example, or I also did it to her. So I have a lot of dolls that came with loose heads. So to say, none of them is in super good condition. My absolute favorite from this shelf is still her. She's my centerpiece. She was my very first Lady Lovelylocks. She is in gorgeous condition. I have her crown. I have some of the butterfly clips. And yeah, she's a pretty sparkle Lady Lovelylocks with the tinsel in the hair. Same as my new edition over there in the back. Yeah, I could stare on this shelf forever because it's so beautiful. And just today someone asked, like, how do you not directly to me, she didn't ask that to me, but she asked it on Instagram, how do you arrange your Lady Lovelylocks, like by set or by color? And to be honest, I kind of do it by color, right? Because there's lots of the blues and the purples over here. We get into the pinks, and then there's a lot of yellow, a little bit of green, blue, and I mean, she's just there because Actually, I think I should maybe switch up the prince and her, but whatever. Yeah, I think I do it by color. Okay, so now I'm here in my bedroom. I still have more that I want to show you in my living room, but I thought this is again a good place, a good time to go to the bedroom, because I think the biggest change has happened here. Not that this is like the most interesting maybe for you, but I kind of cleaned up here a little bit, because in general the things that are now here are still here. I have my Toy Story collection in my bedroom, because I'm a huge Disney fan as well, and Toy Story is like my jam because it combines toys obviously with Disney. I have my Disney Funko Pops and some of the Disney dolls there, but before I had these huge boards there. Everything was like on two different shelves, like one small shelf there, then one little shelf here. Everything was crammed. Then I have these like what is it called? Like cork boards there. They were overflowing with pictures. I had another cork board over there. It looked so like crowded, and like it gave me a headache. I wanted to have it a little bit cleaner in here. And that's why I thought, why not just have like two big open shelves where I have more space now. So now I can also add to my Toy Story collection, which that was not possible on these small shelves. For example, I have Lotso, but he was never on the shelf. He was always on my bed. So now he's able to fit on the shelf. And if I want to get Rex or a Bullseye, for example, I can do that now. I have space here to put them. So that's amazing. So yeah, all of the stuff from my Toy Story collection and a couple of other things that are not really Toy Story. For example, this troll is not Toy Story, but I have it, and I thought where else to put it, because this one I specifically got because of Toy Story, because in the first Toy Story movie there is a pink-haired troll, but then I put the orange one there as well. So I have some like miniature toys, a lot of the toy soldiers. I have a couple of things that are, for example, this Slinky is from the Disney parks. It would actually be a light up toy. Or this one, this ham is from Primark, I think. It's a real working piggy bank. So they're not all the ones from, you know, the Disney store or something. And for example, I also have a Smurf in here, which has nothing to do with Toy Story, but I don't know, the color scheme works. And sometimes I have the big one, so I actually would like to have all of the real ones, so like the toys of the Toy Story characters in the original size. But sometimes I also have like a miniature version of that. Or if I don't have the like big version, then I at least have a small Funko Pop version or something. Because I don't have, and I don't think there's an existing Gabby one. And then sometimes, if it's possible, I have the real deal, so to say. For example, I mean, this one is an original Fisher Price. What is it actually called? Plappertelefon in German. You know, the telephone. It's not the version that was in Toy Story, and this one has nothing to do with Toy Story, but it's a real one. This Barbie is also not like the Disney version of like the Barbie from Toy Story 3. It is an original outfit of Great Shape Barbie, and it is Great Shape Ken. Great Shape Ken is actually not the one from the Disney movie. The one from the movie should actually more or less be Animal Lovin' Ken, but he has the same face mold, and I mean, they go together right now. So if possible, I like to have the real deal. If not, then either a miniature version or, you know, the Disney store version, like all of these Woody, Jazzy, Jessie and Buzz. They're the original Disney Store versions. Sometimes I have some other like little pieces like this. It's actually an ornament, but it's too heavy for any Christmas tree. So I have it here. There's a McDonald's version of Bo Peep, same as I have the McDonald's version of Zurg. Oh, by the way, I would also like to have the original, like, not original, but like the big size Zurg. These Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, for example, are the real deal. They're not Pixar Disney themed. They're just the real toys from Hasbro. Yeah, couple of small ones. Here is the sealed cassette tape of Toy Story. And yeah, a couple of things from the parks, like these churros from from the Senior Buzz churro stand in Disney California Adventure. So I love that now. It looks so good, it looks clean, and I would have more space if I want. Then the Disney Funko Pops, I haven't added to that collection, but I still do love them. And if I would come across a Disney character that I think looks really good in Funko Pop form, I would have the option to put it here. To the left, I have all of the 90s Disney dolls that I have. So Pocahontas and Nakoma, my Jasmine, and the two Tycho Ariels that I have. I have actually one more, but she doesn't have a top, so a bikini top, so yeah, cannot put her there. And then something that I don't know if I really like it, but I have taken out some of my Barbies from the living room and put them here. Why and what is that? Yeah, she's new. You have not seen that I own the Odette from the Barbie Swan Lake movie. Flea market find. You will see it in a future video. But the general idea here is that these are all kind of fairy tale dolls. They are not really my typical Barbie era. So I mean, these two on the outside are fairy tale Barbies from the late 90s, almost too late for my taste. They kind of didn't fit in my, and not just didn't fit, but they also didn't match any of my shelves in my living room. So I completely took them out and put them here. And if I find any more, you know, Barbies, I'm not really into the movie Barbies, but like she's beautiful enough to, I really wanted her when I saw her at the flea market. So, but like, I don't know, they are more like fairy tale princess Barbies from the late 90s or mid 90s. They are not Disney, but real Barbie brand. I might put them here. I don't know, there's space here and they look good together. So that's where they are. Don't know if that's a really good idea or not, but. And these two are here. Yeah, my two like Shadow High, Rainbow High dolls that I have are now here. Because as I already expected, they completely clash with everything in my like vintage toy collection in the living room. I have one shelf, we will get to that, where there's more newer dolls, but that's completely overflown. So there's no space for any more dolls on there. So I had to kind of exclude them, and I mean, they look really good here. I'm not complaining. I never really wanted my like bedroom also to become a collection room, but slowly but surely it kind of evolves into that. Yeah, so I really like that it looks now more, you know, cleaned up, more like tidy with these two shelves, and I really like them. They are also from IKEA. They are called Luck, same as the ones where my G2 ponies are in, but they are separate boards that you can just attach to the wall. Okay, let's turn around and go there. So if you've seen my other toy room tours, then you know that my plan initially was to, in my bedroom, have more of the boyish toys. So like, you know, the Star Wars and the He-Mans, etc. And that's like where they are located. So this is an, you know it, a Kallax unit, also IKEA. And on top, there's all my Star Wars stuff. So also my favorite Star Wars posters currently, they are there. And in terms of Star Wars, I mainly collect the small scale, like 3 3/4 inch figures. For actually the reason that you can have the vintage ones, because I have a couple of real vintage ones. But you can put them next to, you know, a prequel figure or one from the very new, like vintage collection ones or whatever, because they're all in scale. And that's mainly what I do here. From the left, there's more like the, you know, prequel figures, episode 1, episode 2, it goes into like Clone Wars. Then I have a lot of clones, you can see here. I love the Clone Wars and that era, because that's my favorite era of Star Wars. But we get into the, you know, Galactic Civil War with the Empire and, you know, the Rebel Alliance and all of that. Some Rebels in the front. So I also have, you know, figures from the animated series, from the live action, vintage, modern, everything mixed in between. These two droids are from Disneyland Parrots. I built them myself. Then we have some vintage Ewoks, some newer Ewoks, etc. I'm a Star Wars fan of like mainly everything Star Wars. So, and that's why I decided to stop collecting the bigger ones, so the 6-inch black series, and just focusing on these. And they're easier to find. You find them at flea markets, etc. So, by the way, I actually found the cloth cape for the Quarren here, or squid face. I don't know what the character generally is called. The species is a Quarren. It's a vintage figure. I found it with the cape once at the flea market for like, when I found like the Star Wars figures for $2.50 per piece. And when I showed it, I like in the haul, I didn't know where I put the cape. And it turned out all the time, like it took me like a month before I found it again. All the time it was hanging on this lamp here. Yeah, I have the cape back for my Quarren. Yeah, so there is that. And I do still have my Funko Pop Star Wars collection. Have not really added a lot to them. I think the last one I added was this Boba Fett here, because I didn't have a Boba Fett and it was very cheap. I got it at Aldi when they had a couple of Funko Pops last winter, or like this winter, so like in November. My idea actually is to kind of expand this, to get more of these risers here, at least one more here, and to put all of my Funko Pops in this shelf, because this shelf is not really representable. It has my dinosaurs, because I do love dinosaurs. I'm a huge Jurassic Park, Jurassic World fan. I have a couple of, you know, Jurassic Park Funko Pops, mainly the human characters. And then I have like a mixture of my childhood dinosaurs and like Schleich dinosaurs and like real Jurassic World and whatever dinosaurs. But it looks awful. And I would like to have it more organized with my Funko Pops in there. And I don't know what I do with the dinosaurs, maybe just on top. And all of the Funko Pop boxes have to go somewhere else. Probably just in storage in my basement. And yeah, then I have these 4 shelves. Well, let's start with this one. Honestly, this one I always just use for things that I have not really another space. Where I don't know where to put them, it at first just goes here. Because you can see, it's not boy toys. It's Barbies. It's my 2 new Barbie Extra dolls. I do love them. They are amazing. And then my G5, My Little Ponies, right in the back. I don't know, can you see them? There you go. Because they look odd in my like vintage collection. Same as the Barbies. I would not have expected that, because obviously they are in scale. They are not too different to Barbies from, you know, the 90s. From the look. That's why I took these 2. But they don't go well with my 90s and 80s Barbies. So I don't know. Maybe I will put them with the shadow high, but also actually I don't want to. So I've not figured it out. What I figured out is they kind of look good together with, like, you know, G4 My Little Pony or G5, whatever, because it's kind of the same vibe, because it's new toys. they have a different vibe to them. They just have a different look and feel. So I've not figured it out. For now, I'm always happy when I go into my bedroom and see them here. But the other compartments are boyish toys, so to say. Whenever I found one more of these, then I have added it. But again, the general like way of what I put where has not changed. Turned on the lights so you can see better, because they are in the back there. Yeah, don't want to go into too much detail. I have my street sharks there because I basically love street sharks. Here's the one with the guitar. So it's so amazing that I found the guitar separately. And oh yeah, I've put this bouncy ball in the mouth because it looked just cool. I have a couple of Mighty Max and also Mighty Max knockoffs like this one or this one there. I have two of the, well, you cannot see too well, but two of the Turtle Mini Mutant play sets. So the Toka and the Leonardo. I don't know, it's Leonardo, I think so. Or it's Mikey, I don't know. And I have a couple of turtles from, you know, different lines. Here's my Fakie, my fake foot soldier. This is the real. Like all of my like turtles and also boyish toys, a lot of them are in really bad condition. Like for example, this movie turtle, someone cut off his mouth. But like I give them like a new home because I'm not very picky, especially not with boy toys, because it's not my main collection. I'm just happy when I find something like that. So I don't know, turtles magnet in there. I have my Bucky O'Hare. When I have Digimon stuff, it goes in here. So all of these, you know, biker mice, a little bit of Ghostbusters, all of that. There is the equivalent to the Sky Dancers. So this is the Dragonflies. So this is mostly 90s, I would say. And then on this shelf, I don't know, still 90s, but also 80s, because in the back there's most of my Masters of the Universe stuff. It's my Battle Cat and my Panther, Evelyn, etc. I also have a Thundercats figure, this Titara there. The Mosquito in the back is just the Origins, so it's not the vintage one, same as the Sunman there. But some of them are like vintage, like this Too Bad or this Whiplash. This Roboto is one of my newest addition to my Masters collection. Found it at the flea market. You have not seen that yet. But yeah, then I have a couple of smaller figures. The ones on the left there are G.I. Joes. It's another G.I. Joe. Dr. Mindbender sitting on the Triceratops. Yeah, and in the front there's a lot of the original dinosaurs and figures from the first and second Jurassic Park. So all of these here, and a couple other dinosaurs. These are Tycho dinosaurs, this one as well, from either the Dino Riders toy line, maybe also the Cadillacs and Dinosaur, but probably it's Dino Riders. Yeah, oh, two Hook figures. Then there's Sergeant Slaughter. I have the G.I. Joe, and in the back also the wrestling figure. Oh, by the way, there's more. Because I have my dinosaurs here. It's one of my absolute favorite series. So the TV show Dinosaurs, or Die Dinos in German. This thing is actually Star Wars. It's just so big, I cannot put it there. And my Ewok telephone. So yeah, some of the Ewok preschool things I would really like to have because they're so adorable. There's some Ewok puffy stickers, all vintage. And then a couple of not vintage. Oh well, this Amidala is actually kind of vintage. It's from episode 1, but a couple of other things. This is a Micro Machines playset. The droid head, you can open it up. It's like a little Polly Pocket set in there. Oh, one more thing. Maybe that's interesting for you. Down below this thing, there's always all of the boxes which I have not unboxed. So the things that I buy on eBay or eBay Kleinanzeigen, like shipping boxes with toys in there that I have not shown on my channel and have not unboxed. So this is always there. And actually there's another box full of ponies, which I have collected for a pony trade with someone in the US. And I think I've never showed this to you, but in this little drawer thing, I have all of the ponies that I have not yet worked on. So, that don't have hair or are in such a bad condition that the only thing you could do is to customize them, or that I have doubles of, where I have the better one in my main display for collection and the other ones are here. Also a couple of fakies that I want to rehair. So yeah, this is all in here, doubles and ponies without hair. So okay, and now let's head over back to, like, in fact, I'm already standing back in my living room. And now we will have a look at this unit here. I know I stood here in my last collection tour and was rambling about this part here, and I still haven't done it. So my idea is, because like over here, there's my main part of my G1 My Little Pony collection, and I would really like to have, I really would like to have more space for them. I really need more space because I'm not planning to stop collecting G1 My Little Ponies. There's still a lot of them out there that I want. And actually in here, this would be another great way to have them here and then here. But obviously not with a wooden door. And the idea was, okay, I will replace this door, will let someone who can do it replace it by a glass door. But then I was like facing the issue, because I'm always filming that direction, you know, not from where the camera is now, more like here. And I always have to open up this door, because otherwise you would have a ugly glare of the lights from the front. And this would then happen to this one as well. So I would also need to open this one up, but the angle is bigger and actually would then completely, like, you would have a glare over this shelf. So it's just not possible. I cannot put a glass door here, then I would not be able to film in this direction anymore. So right now my idea is either leave it open, but I would like to have my G1 ponies behind glass. But I probably will get myself just a big like acrylic thing, like a plate that I can just put here. And for filming I put it somewhere else, so it isn't really a door, it's just something that I put against the shelf. So it is behind a kind of a glass, like hidden behind glass. You cannot dust, but still it's not really a door. I cannot think of anything else because I want to have this for ponies. Yeah, this hasn't changed, but still I have worked on this side. So a couple of things will be like new or changed, but not by a lot. So let's have a look. Okay, let's directly start with this side where the biggest part of my G1 ponies are located. And I have worked on this. It might not look too different, but the top part here, where I have all of my collector's pose ponies, you know, collector's poses. This is, this pose. That the very first ponies were released in. Oh, something else has already fallen down. But yeah, let's put it back. So if you're not a super like big pony collector, you might not know what collector's pose is, but like they have all the same pose. It was like further up, and there were just 2 rows of them. There would not be a like space for a 3rd row, but my collector's pose pony collection is getting bigger. I get more, and I needed more space, so I kind of changed where these like dividers here are located. So I like got this down, got all of them kind of down, so to say, and eliminated the last one. So there used to be a very small shelf, like just like 20 centimeters or something, on the bottom with just Fakies. I have completely taken this out, and the Fakies are now just in storage somewhere beneath my couch. And it took a while because it's not always easy. I mean, you have these, you know, these holes where you can put these thingies here, but not always, not on all of the, you know, like sides are these holes. So it was like kind of difficult to find the right balance where to put them, and then obviously I had to take all of the ponies out, and yeah, it was a whole like day of work, but I think it paid off because now I have more space for my collector's pose ponies up there. The front row is kind of the main first released ponies. Some of them I have different versions of, like for example I have an Italy cotton candy and a more of a Euro or whatever normal cotton candy, you know, the dark pink one. I also have 2 blossoms, for example, one with a different eye color and also a little bit of a different body color. Some of them are flat feet, you know. The middle row is more of my, you know, rarer collector's pose ponies, because I have the, you know, probably one of my rarest ponies in my whole collection here. This is one of the alternate birth flowers, then 2 of the other birth flower ponies next to it. This is a Mexican Peachy, and these are 2 Macau ponies, Macau Peachy and Macau Lemon Drop. And at the top, more the normal versions of the, you know, playset ponies, or, you know, the collector's pose versions of Applejack and Bowtie. Then the next compartment is the early ponies, so the early release ponies. I've kind of changed it up a little bit. So for example, the rainbow ponies, the first set is now more in the back. They always used to be more in the front. So I don't know, I changed it a little bit. I often have the ones where I have 2 versions of next to each other. For example, Italy Gusty, Euro Gusty, normal like green Tootsie, Italy Tootsie, etc. So I have them always next to each other. And the front row is baby ponies. That hasn't changed. It's always the front row is baby ponies, only not here because it is still the... I don't think that I would fit any G1 babies in front of the collector's pose ponies. Yeah, and while this with the early ponies is very pastel, the next one is very, very vibrant. Yeah, of course I did that on purpose. All of the really like vibrant, bold ponies are in here, like the rollerblades, the tropical ponies, and some others that I don't know, don't really have any like set to match like Rosetta here, for example. I also put 3 of my Twinkle Eye ponies in here, mainly because the colors really go well. My 2 versions of Speedy, and then this super like neon pony, which makes total sense next to them. It's from the party gift set. And then my Dance and Prance ponies, and also the more colorful babies, the first tooth, and some of the European or German versions of the baby ponies that are a little bit more rare. But I said I had put like the 3 of the Twinkle Eyes there, yeah, because I actually wanted to have all of my Twinkle Eye ponies together, because they are 1 shelf below. It just didn't, it wasn't working out. As I said, I need more space for my ponies. It just isn't working out that I always have the sets together. For example, here are the Cookery ponies. I couldn't fit them next to each other there, because here, this is now the first time that I have the set of the Magic Message ponies next to each other. They were scattered around everywhere, so now they are all of the 6 together. But I also wanted to have, you know, the twice as fancies next to each other. And then, yeah, I need this cabinet. Definitely, I need it. Birthday pony, my Firefly version from the cassette tape in the front, because it's just one of my favorites. And more baby ponies here from the Fancy Pants babies. If we go down below even further, yep, in the back, like the Talking ponies and the Precious Pocket ponies. I didn't know where to put her. She is now fully deflocked. So this is, you know, one of the ponies that Sato, my friend, brought me from Japan. Okay, let's go down a little bit with the light. And she had really yellow flocking, and there she is. I love her so much more without the flocking, without the yellow, disgusting flocking, and I retro-brighted her, and there she is. She's looking beautiful. Yeah, I just couldn't find a very good place. That's why she went next to the only other So Soft pony that I have, who still has all the flocking. So that's why they are kind of together. Then I have a lot of the ponies from I mean, mainly this shelf is Sweetheart Sisters, but also a couple of others, 4 of the Sweet Berry ponies, my only Sip and Soda pony there. So, ooh, there she is. And the Betty Bye babies, so Sweetheart Sisters and a couple of others, mostly Sweetheart Sisters. The glittery ones, the normal ones, a couple of others like, you know, re-haired Goldilocks, etc. Sundazzle, I wish I had more of the Sundazzle ponies. Yeah. Okay, I think I need more light. Okay, some ponies in the back where either they don't have sets, like the Brides and the Christmas pony, or I don't have the complete set. I just have 3, for example, of the flower ponies. This row is all of the second set Rainbow ponies. Then I have a couple of, you know, my school time ponies, but Sunshine ponies, and 3 of the little baby boys. So. Middle open compartment here still has my bigger, you know, toddler style dolls. So I'm not huge into this type of dolls, but like, you know, toddler size, baby size dolls. But the Little Miss and PJ Sparkles lines, and a couple of the other ones that are like very similar from the early 90s with, you know, these either super pastel or super neon accents. I like them. So Little Miss Singing Mermaid, etc. The PJ Sparkles horse, and a couple of Snuggle Bums, my childhood bunny, and a Care Bear. and the modern Polly Pocket. I just liked it there. Then I have still not really anything changed, but my full collection of flutter ponies over here. And on top of that, the box of the Dream Castle. And on top of that, the Dream Castle. Honestly, before we go to the Dream Castle, I want to show you my newest shelf. So it is over my, on top of my door that leads to my kitchen. So it's a very unusual place, but this is actually the little shelf that used to be in my bedroom, where my Toy Story collection was on previously. And this is a very old shelf. I have it since my childhood days, and I didn't want to get rid of it. So I was like, it's a nice little shelf. Maybe I can use it somewhere, and happened to be the exact correct like size for over this, like upon over this door. And the stuff that's on the shelf is not necessarily new. A couple of things are, or like one thing I think, but I took all of the really pastel toys that never really had its dedicated space out of the other shelves and put it here. So here I have now my Sky Dancers doll with a launcher. I have the two separate launchers where I don't have the Sky Dancer dolls for. I have all of the Moon Dreamers here. So Moon Dreamers is this toy line with these dolls and some of these animals, and they all glow in the dark. So the dolls have glow in the dark hair. The animals have glow-in-the-dark features. This also glows in the dark, the little comb. I have my only Dream Beauty in here. And also a couple of Fakie ponies that just look good with this color scheme, because it starts, you know, the mint greens and the purples. There's even more mint green and purple. Goes also into the pinks. Here's a lot of pink, pink and blue, pink and white, and a little bit of yellow. And I also put a couple of the cupcake dolls that I have here, because you saw it on the other shelves here and there. There is a cupcake doll, but only where it fits. When there's pink, I put the pink cupcake doll there. Where there's the wedding theme, there's the wedding cupcake doll, etc. So I don't kind of like how when you only put cupcake dolls on the shelf, how they look. So for now they have been scattered around, but at least 3 of them are here. So this is one of the new editions, one of the fruit ones, cutie fruities, flea market find. You will see it in an upcoming video, but you know, it continues the color scheme of, we had the pastel yellows. She's full pastel yellow. Then this is a custom pony. I made it myself. It's not the original glow-in-the-dark princess. This is based on a really rare and expensive princess pony with glow-in-the-dark hair. But I made my own version of it, so she's here. There's a little cupcake pet that I found at the flea market. And also my cupcake dolls don't really always wear their correct outfit, so this does not go to her. This is not the correct hat. She doesn't even have a hat with a different skirt, but it doesn't matter. This shelf just looks so good. Oh, by the way, another Fakie pony that I really like, and a little Secrets doll. So this is more of a aesthetic, you know, I don't know how to call it, thing that I put together because of the colors. And yeah, the only thing I knew I wanted to have together was my Moon Dreamers. And yeah, now I have Moon Dreamers, Sky Dancers, Cupcakes, Dream Beauty, all of that on this little shelf. And there's space for more. So if I get more Moon Dreamers, they can still fit there. So yeah, I really love it. I try to put in some pastel Barbies also on here, but this is way too small there. There's no space for standing Barbies anywhere. So yeah, so let's flip over here, because this is actually I was already talking about it, the place where I put the newest toys that I have. So some of the like Poopsie Slime Surprise, Sparkly Critters, some newer dolls, or some dolls from the 2000s, like the Mycene. There's another Rainbow High, you see her in the back. So I thought maybe my new Shadow High, Rainbow High can go here, but you see it, it's like overloaded with toys already. LOL, Cave Club, one Monster High, and a lot of these little Zelfs. So yeah, no space on here. I think at first we will go over there now, and then down, and then we have it. So next to it, and that's nothing new, it was like this in the last tour already, I have my Rainbow Brite stuff. I don't have a big collection of Rainbow Brite. How could I? Because some of them are so big. I have my big Rainbow Brite doll here, the horse like Starlight, a couple of sprites, one Fakie sprite, and then it already goes into My Little Pony again. Because I have a couple of the small play sets. So here we have the blue version of the Pretty Parlor with the box. The box is below, and you know, the play set is on top. The baby buggy, and then the big Dream Castle. So this is the Dream Castle that came in this box. It's French, Mon Petit Poney, because I got it from France, from one of my subscribers. I bought it from her, and it's still one of my absolute favorite pieces in my collection and one of my favorite places in my collection. I love how this fits in here exactly next to, like in between these shelves. Like it's one unit. I did not put them so they fit. This it was the other way around. The unit was here, and by coincidence this fit in there. And also that it fits right until the ceiling. So like, I don't know, it's just so perfect. I have a couple of early ponies also here, which I couldn't really find a place in the collection. And I mean, yeah, Spike and Majesty are here anyways. So Sky, Glory and Firefly can be up here as well. Next to it are my plushies. And this is not really new. This is my mountain of plushies up here. And I was talking about plushies in the beginning of the video. Whenever they don't fit, like over here, when I don't fit on this mountain, then I put them on the couch. So all the rest is here. Also, the colors are a little bit more vibrant on here. And the one on the couch, the ones are like more pastel, I think. But yeah, I have a couple of, you know, small Furbies. I have like one pink Monchichi, a couple more Doodle Pets. I have my Pet Monster, or My Monster Pet here. Popples, a lot of Popples. A Turtle Tot. Modern Care Bear and G3 Pony. So I really love how that looks, but I can only like fit small things, like, you know, the lots of legs, but I cannot fit big plushies on here anymore. Okay, and then my G4 ponies and my G3 ponies. This top compartment might also not look too different from the last time you saw it, but it has also changed. I have worked a lot on that one, because previously there were just 3 rows of ponies. And I had a lot of issues to fit all of my G4 ponies on these 2 cabinets, because mainly I have just these 2 cabinets. All the rest down below is G3. But yeah, with now having 4 rows of these risers, I make these risers myself. They are made of cardboard. Can you, at least there you can see it. So I still have like the bigger Princess Royal style ponies in the back. A couple of them also 1 row in front, but then it continues into all of the Twilight Sparkles that I have. All of the purple ponies. Purple, it gets more to pink. Then we're getting to the pink ponies. And lots of Pinkie Pies here. Continues with pink in there. The only ponies that are not color coordinated in the back, there are the Cutie Mark Crusaders, the 3 little fillies in the middle. But let's continue. Orange ponies, lots of Applejacks. More orangey, yellowy, and then it gets into yellow, so Fluttershy. A couple of other colors in between, mainly this plumette with the big wings just doesn't fit anywhere else. That's why she's in between the Fluttershies. Then we're getting to white ponies, and all of the rarities. I don't know why actually she is there. I think she's actually, is she more purple? Should like I'm talking about her. Should she go more? Oh, I don't know. I don't think she really matches there. She's more blue. Maybe that's why she's there. Because blue, actually, it's more of a greenish blue, but then it goes into the blue ponies in the front and all of the rainbow dashes. Oh, and Trixie. So I always have some of the... Oh yeah, by the way, Spike is now in the front. He was always hidden completely in the back, but makes sense to have him in the front. These little animals in between are like animals apart from this. This is... Adorables? No, I don't know what it was. I forgot what it was. It's not pony related, but these ducks and the hedgehog, they came as kind of little sidekicks with the ponies. With not all of them, but a couple of them. The first waves had these little sidekicks. That's why they are kind of scattered around in this collection. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cabinets of G3 ponies. The little G4 baby sea ponies are still on the side here. This holds pretty well, so like, yeah, I have them there, but actually it already starts with G3 ponies. And I have not added too many G3 ponies since the last collection tour because, you know, I do not even find them at flea markets so often anymore. And I do not pick up G3s like online, mostly not. So that whole shelf layout, whatever, can't talk anymore, hasn't changed too much. They are also arranged by color, so it starts with the whites, gets into the blues. From the blues we get to the purples. Lots of purplish pink, that's why it kind of goes into pink slightly. Here we are with the pink ponies. And it's mainly by body color, not by hair color. If we go further down, there's just more pink. Pink. Gets into, you know, there are 3 baby ponies here in the front. And it gets into bluish, greenish. And the lowest shelf, I have orange, red, and yellow. And right in the front, my G3.5s, which, I mean, they have kind of the least good spot because they get the most dirty. It's right in the front and right at the bottom. Those get the most dusty, but they're also my least favorite, like, generation of ponies. But still valid. I have a couple of them. When I find them, I pick them up. they're not bad. They are, yeah, just not my favorite style. But G3s, love them. The very last shelf, it's not a shelf, it's actually just in front of my window here, has mostly, you know, newer pony stuff, but no, not only, it's like pony figurines, so to say. This is completely filled up with G4 blind bag ponies, or at least in the size of the blind bag ponies, because not all of them were really in blind bags, but yeah. So this is wonderful and colorful. Obviously you cannot see all of the ponies super good, but it's a whole vibe. I have one little pouch on top. It's from, I think from H&M, and some Disney ears, but they are just here because, you know, color, there's nothing to do with Disney. I have a couple of more modern pony things from G3.5 and G4 that are still in, you know, in the packaging, so to say. And then here, these little pony figurines are all, the ones in the front are all from Ponyville. So that's a G3 version kind of the blind bags. They were not blind bags, but they're kind of the same size. Little pony figurines, statues. And right in the back, these are Equestria Girls minis. They are a spin-off of the G4 My Little Ponies, where there was another kind of TV show where they turned into humans. That's why they are humanized, but I'm not here for that. There are also dolls existing, you know, with brushable hair. I only like these mini figurines because I think they are really colorful and bold and have really nice sculpts. They look all really cute, and whenever I find them at flea markets, I always pick them up. So yeah, this little cute ice cream house belongs to this toy line, so the Ponyvilles. And a couple of nice flowers there. And one of my childhood Barbies. Not really childhood, because I was already kind of a teenager and not really interested in Barbie, but my sister got her for me because she thought I liked Japan and Japanese things. I wasn't really into her, but she has made its way back to my collection after all these years when she was with my nieces and my sisters. So, and I love to have her behind my flowers. Probably not the best spot, but yeah, she's still there. And this is the last shelf I want to show you. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I think I showed you all of my shelves. I pointed out all of the new things, the things that have changed a little more. But I think I still babbled, talked too much that the video is probably still around the 2-hour mark. I don't know if I get more stuff like in half a year, then every video is getting longer. I don't know how to change that without just not saying a word while filming this. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not that I like every one of my videos is this long, half the length probably always. But if you have stuck around on my channel, then you know that, and you kind of appreciate it maybe also because I personally enjoy long videos. So I'm like, yeah, then I also make long videos. I think I will end this video again with a shot of my collection at night, because you have seen it, I have all of these little, you know, lights in between the shelves. That looks really cute. And also I have a lot of glow-in-the-dark toys, so I will try to get good good shots of that. Because that's not that easy to film the glow-in-the-dark stuff, because it's in the dark and you know. I'm trying to do that for you, but for now, thank you so much for watching. Please, if that's one of the first videos that you watched of me, please don't forget that you can subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost any money, it's free. And you can also then hit this bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. Because when you just subscribe for some people, my videos don't show up on everybody's YouTube feeds. And you can also follow me over on Instagram. I have an Instagram. It's down below in my video description of every one of my videos. I post mainly My Little Pony pictures that I take, but also you will be also informed on my Instagram when I have a new video. Whenever I upload, I also you know, make a post or a story over there that I have a new video. So do one of these things and you will be informed when I upload new videos, because, you know, I go to flea markets, toy hunting in stores, I buy online and unbox stuff in front of the camera. All of that, it will be all about vintage, sometimes a little bit of new toys, but yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If the comments are open, tell me anything you want, and give this video a thumbs up, and then see you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye!